See if I can get this camera to work. Hey, what is up? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. When y'all come in, hit that thumbs up for me. I need some thumbs up energy, guys. I need you guys to send me positive vibes and positive energy because it has been a long week. Long week, to say the least, man. To say the least. What's going on? What's going on? Come on, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keeping them coming. Keeping them coming. Keeping them coming. This is going to be the live stream where you guys get to find out what the hell has been going on with the tank. For those that don't follow me on Instagram, I've been kind of live streaming and sharing what happened with the tank. The build got this close to being canceled, guys. The build got this close to being canceled. I'm not gonna lie to you. Had a major event happen with the tank. For anyone that watched the last update, I kind of spoke on it a little bit with the hose coming loose, but I'm gonna kind of elaborate a little bit more on it. It's gonna be the live stream exclusive. It's gonna be the live stream exclusive. I may actually leave this update up. I actually may leave this live stream up and just let this be the explanation for what happened and what I'm doing. But for those that are wondering, the tank is empty. The tank is empty. This ain't clickbait. This ain't a lie. This ain't, something to make you guys watch a random live stream. It's not that. It's just kind of keeping it real, keeping it 100% 100 on what happened with the tank and my plans for rebooting, man. Rebooting and continuing the build. It's basically going to have to start over in a way. You have to start over in a way. So this is it. I just want to make sure I'm giving time for people to come in here. We got 88 people. We got 29 likes. Let's get some more likes. Let's get some more likes. I need some more energy. I need some more positive vibes, guys. It's been a long week. It's been a long week. But basically, for those that didn't know, there we go. Tank is empty. Tank's empty. For those thinking it was a joke, it's not. It's not a joke. Let me get some more thumbs up. Let me get some more thumbs up, guys. Come on. Smash those likes. Smash those likes. Smash those likes. Smash those likes so I can explain to you all what happened and my plans for what's gonna happen with the tank. Come on, hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Like button's free. Don't cost you a thing. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. All 96 people. Hopefully you guys have had one hell of a week. You guys, Wednesday, your hump day has went well, in life and in the hobby and everything else. But at the end of the day, let me turn up this light a little bit. Get some more light in here. There we go. Get some more light in here so you guys can see. There we go. 100 people. 100 people. We almost got 100 likes. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling it, guys. You guys are bringing a smile to my face. You're bringing a smile to my face, baby. I love it. I love it. Because I'm a Cards fan. That's right. Louisville Cards. Louisville Cards, man. But yeah, basically, this is what happened. Sunday. Sunday, I recorded footage that you guys watched in the last update. And if you guys hear something in the background, it's fans. I got fans and all kinds of stuff going right now in here. So Sunday, I recorded the footage. No, I recorded the footage to make the cycling video. You know, kind of that was the last finale as far as the footage. I added sand to the tank Saturday, Saturday night, Sunday evening. I recorded the footage to give you guys the final look at the at what the tank looked like, right? So that was kind of the ultimate plan. Hey, appreciate that super chat. Who was that? Yo, Rhino. Hey, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love in the super chat. For those that are new to YouTube or to live streaming, there is a little money symbol in the comments box. If you guys didn't know what that is, that's what the super chat is. It's a donation to the channel. It's a donation to the build. And not only that, it's a way to make sure your comment don't get missed. When it's 119, oh, look at that, 119, when there's that many people in here and the comments are scrolling and you asked a question or something, sometimes I miss it. When you super chat, it puts it right there, bright blue or orange or however much you donate, so I can't miss it, and I always make sure I try to acknowledge those. But even if you don't do it, I'll try to keep up. But I just want to take a moment and fill you guys on what happened, and then I'll go back through and answer questions. So back to what I was saying. Sunday, recorded the footage, started editing that update, and I was, getting ready to voice over it and get it uploaded to YouTube. Went to do some laundry. Did some laundry and, heading back from laundry. I opened the door and see, the worst thing ever. The worst thing ever you can see in the hobby are here. As soon as I open the door, I hear pumps. I hear pumps running dry. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I'm thinking maybe my auto top-off reservoir went dry, right? And no, I look in, and my tank is actually running dry. Hey, Paul Sturgill, $20 super chat. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. My man coming through with the love. Coming through with the love, man. I love the energy. I'm gonna tell you one thing, guys. When I walked in and seen that, my first thought was, oh no. I'm like, man, this is not what I needed to have happen today, I ended up putting a picture up on my Instagram saying build canceled immediately after I seen that, because I was like, man, this is just aggravating. And the energy I received immediately from that, man, I tell you what, this hobby is not for YouTube for me. I'm not in this hobby for YouTube, I'm in this hobby for me. But when bad stuff happens, I will say this, the positive energy and the positive vibes you get from YouTube or Instagram or from fellow people in the hobby, sometimes that can help you overcome something when it's aggravating. You know what I'm saying? Something of this magnitude. So another super chat come in. Ben Rally, hey, appreciate the $5 super chat. You guys are awesome. 141 people, 97 likes. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes, guys. See if we can get 100 likes. I'm gonna go ahead and finish telling you guys a story on what happened. So where I left off was, came in the house, opened the door, see the tank running dry. Literally hear water splashing on the floor, and I'm like, oh, damn. So my first thought was sprint to the tank, left my laundry basket where it was, and kill all power to the tank, because I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then as I was killing power, I noticed the hose was missing. A hose was missing from the tank, and it was the hose for the UV sterilizer. Now, if you guys remember in that video I shared, hindsight's 2020, I literally recorded that clip probably an hour before it broke. And when it broke, that hose fell behind the tank, and the maxi jet that was feeding the UV sterilizer that was in the bottom of the sump area in the JBJ was literally pumping water out of the tank onto the floor. Now, this is where it gets even worse. On the floor behind the tank was where all of my power bricks were. Power bricks for my radions, power bricks for my gyres, my Maxspect power brick, and also the pumps for my algae scrubber. Um, all kinds of stuff was back there. So basically, a half-inch hose pumping salt water, just doing its thing, man. So I'm like, golly, what the hell am I gonna do now? You know, I'm like, how much water even came out? So shout out to whoever was on Instagram. I forgot who else on the Instagram, and I was doing the measurements of how much water, calculating how much water came out. The amount of water that we calculated coming out was around 22 gallons. 22 gallons of salt water was pumped out of the tank onto the floor, onto everything else that was around the tank. I was shocked. I thought it was just a little bit. I thought it was just a little bit. I didn't know it was 22 gallons worth of water. Jesus, man, that is a lot of water. That is a lot of water, man. And so let me give you guys a look at what's going on right now. This was 3 days ago. This was 3 days ago. And right now, this is where we're at. This is where we're at, guys. I have drained the tank. I've drained the tank. So the mission was simple. Take care of the spill. Take care of all the water, and try to get it taken care of. So now, preventative measures. What could I have done to prevent this? Well, first and foremost, I could have secured the hose clamp that was here. For those wondering, I took that off the tank. In frustration, I almost wanted to do it like Office Space and smash it everywhere. But if I would have secured the hose that came loose to the hose that was to the Maxi Jet, it never would have happened, because the Maxi Jet was securely in the tank, had the hose attached to it. There was no way of it slipping out. The hose that was feeding the water back was literally only being secured by that clamp. That's it. That is it. When that clamp failed, it fell over, water went everywhere, right? So as we continue in this story, hey, let's continue to show the love. 168 people. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up for me. I'm giving you guys live stream exclusive on exactly what happened. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, or if the fans are too loud, I'll try to turn them off. But if I would have secured it to that, it never would have happened. You know, hindsight's 2020. Those little cheap Amazon clips, they can't handle much torque. So everyone that went and purchased those after I showed them to you, they work, but they are not secure enough to where you can walk away from the tank. Consider them an extra set of hands as you're watching it, not something you can just walk away from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say don't use the clamps, but don't use them in the capacity that I used them, as intended to be secure way of mounting that stuff, right? So 171 people, hey, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, man. We're going to continue the story. We're going to continue the story, guys. We're going to continue the story. The comments are rolling quick. So if you guys got questions as I'm going, I'll try to keep up with them. But I'll tell you guys, it's easier for me to see your question if you guys take advantage of that super chat button. I don't care if it's just 99 cents. It just helps it show up so I don't miss it, okay? So I'm going to try to answer questions as I'm going. But if I miss it, ask it again. I'm just going to keep rambling the story, all right? Now, so the first goal was to stop water from coming out of the tank. I killed the power. Unfortunately, the hose that fell behind the tank was creating a siphon. So even with power off, the hose was still draining water from the tank. So I had to break that siphon, lifting the Maxi Jet out of the water to break the siphon, then get that UV sterilizer off the wall and that stuff into a bucket to just kill the exit plan for the water. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had to do that first. And the next thing was to try to soak up as much water as possible. I didn't realize how much water was on the floor until I looked back there and peeled the carpet a little bit, and there was standing water on the floor. I was like, damn, it's 11 o'clock at night. I don't have anything to handle this magnitude of water. So first thing I could think of was go to work, which is where the shop vac was. So here we go. Got the shop vac. Grab this from work. Hey, appreciate that super chat. Jesse announced this will only make you stronger. Hey, that is right. This hobby is not for the weak. This hobby is not for the weak, man. Definitely appreciate that. And that's not no truer words ever spoke. You know, this hobby's full of adversity. You guys have watched me overcome a ton of adversity, and this was probably the biggest test so far. But back to the story. Went to work 11:30 at night. Grabbed the shop vac. Came back home and immediately started sucking up as much water as I could. And I only got about 2 gallons out of it before I couldn't suck up anything because the rest of it had gotten absorbed. So the water hit the floor back here and slowly start making its way under the floor this way. And by the time I got home, about right here, I stepped on it and I seen my footprint. I was like, oh man, this is all bad. So the goal was to get the water up, which I did. The second goal was to start blow drying the carpet as much as possible. So what I ended up doing was not pulling the carpet back first. I cut a little slit around midway, inserted the hose from the shop vac, and instead of having it suck, I turned it to blowing, to where it just blew dry. So blew dry. So it would blow dry the carpet, meaning hot air would go underneath the carpet and continue to dry it, also drying the padding underneath. So that actually worked. It allowed me to dry the carpet underneath while I had fans drying the carpet on top. So I attacked it 2 ways, but I had to do it in sections. I couldn't do the whole floor. Remember, the tank was still over there at this point. So I blew dry this entire section of the floor, blew dry that area over there, blew dry this over here. And then after all that was dry, I was like, man, okay, I got most of it done, but what about what's under the tank? Because mold and moisture and, dark conditions was just perfect underneath this tank. And for those wondering, under the tank, this JBJ sets on rubber feet that are about this high that keeps it off the ground, keeps it suspended, which is great, which I think has helped save this. So the carpet, even though it was damp underneath it, it really wasn't wood setting compressed on the carpet. It was just the 4 feet. So what I had to do was move the tank. The only way to move the tank was to drain the tank. So drained the tank a couple days ago, slid it out, and I started blow drying the carpet back here. After I blew dry the carpet, I went ahead and peeled it back all the way out here first, and then put the fans on the padding. So right now, it's dry. Right now, it's dry. So it's dry, finally. It's all dry, guys. All of it's dry, which is great news. Now, I still can replace the padding. It's not going to be that much of trouble. Underneath the padding is concrete. It's not wood or anything else. It's literally concrete. I'm on the bottom floor. I don't have to worry about flooding anyone below me or anything like that. Luckily, these are all things working in my favor. That's for sure. But so that is dry, and I'm finally able to get to the point of being able to start moving stuff back. But before I do that, I have went through and sprayed constantly antibacterial spray, cleaning spray products, anything I could to help try to prevent bacteria or mold from happening. I even put that inside of the shop vac as it was blow drying things, blowing those cleaning chemicals, and I think that's helped a ton. And attacking this right away without letting it fester. I didn't sleep on this and wait the next day. No, as soon as I seen it happen, I jumped into action, and it turned into a 3-day straight marathon of working on this, right? So I think that's helped big time. So at this point, it's dry, and I'm ready to, put the carpet back, shampoo the carpet, get it all nice and clean and back to where it needs to be, and hopefully get the job done. Hey, what's going on? We got 194 people. 194 people. Let me take a second. Let me take a second and acknowledge everybody that's in here really quick, because I've been talking. I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna tell you guys what's next. Gotta let you guys know what's next. So up to this point, you guys, for those just joining, kind of explaining what happened with the JBJ and the build and why it almost got canceled. Why it almost got canceled, guys. 22 gallons of water hit the floor, and it was just human error. Freak accident, worst case scenario. One of my biggest fears of having an all-in-one was using external sources that could leak or drop water on the floor, and it happened. It happened. 2 weeks. The tank only had water in it 2 weeks, and this happened. It definitely could have been worse if I had livestock in the tank. I can't imagine doing this if I had to have something I needed to keep alive. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, that much water on the floor is bigger than the hobby. Then you're talking, mold, you're talking different things that could affect your health, kids' health, all those things, allergies and stuff. So it wasn't something I had the choice. Now, let me see. Before we continue, let me say what's up to, hey, who's all in here? We got 200 people. 200 people watching. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Everybody hit that thumbs up if you can. Let's see if we can get some more love. The comments are scrolling very fast. So if you guys have questions or comments that you really want to make sure everybody gets to see, make sure you take advantage of the super chat button, the little money symbol. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be 99 cents. 99 cents helps your comment show up. The more you donate, the longer it stays up. So if you have a question, that helps me see it. It's not required, but it helps. Let me see. Have you tried turning anything on? No, have not tried turning anything on yet. So, well, one thing I did. So let me answer this question. For, let's see, as far as equipment. As I mentioned, power blocks, all my power blocks got wet. The radions, I still have not tried to turn on yet. I'm waiting as long as I can before I even attempt to turn those on, and pray that my radions did not get fried, because that's 3 Radion Gen 4s, $400 a piece. That is $1,200 worth of light that could potentially have went up in smoke. I don't know if they went up in smoke yet. I really don't know. I have no idea. The gyros, they survived. Now, keep in mind, this is something which is great that I want to make sure I share with you all. Those gyros have a safety cutoff or something, to where if they run dry or detect they're running dry, they cut off, and they were dry. The water was way below where the gyros were, and they turned off. So when they turned off, it helped save those pumps. I was able to turn those pumps back on and test them, and they came right back on like nothing was wrong, at least during my test. Now, I haven't really used them consistently yet, but I got a feeling it's going to happen. It's going to be all right. All right. 2 please, Coral Reef. Hey, appreciate your super chat. Said it happens to the best of us. It does. I ain't the only one, man. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to share these experiences, and hopefully people know what's happening. How long was I away from the tank? I was away from the tank for probably 30 minutes, but my son was here. He said he heard something, and it lasted roughly, he said it probably took about 5 minutes. So if I would have got home 5 minutes sooner, I probably would have averted this from happening or caught it in the act. But literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 22 gallons drained from the tank. Just imagine if I took 10 minutes. 40 gallons drained from the tank. 15 minutes, the entire tank would have been drained on the floor. 60 gallons of water, or 55 or whatever it was, would have been drained on the floor. So, I mean, when you're talking about disastrous events, man, these are the worst case scenarios. Worst case scenarios. That's right. So I'm trying to check the comments, but like I said, it's a lot happening in here. Smoky MT Reefer, hey, my new Nano Bill's 3 weeks old. Let's compare in a year. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're here for you. Hey, appreciate it, man. did you just unofficially challenge me? Did you? Nah, I'm joking. Hey, good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck with it. Appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the love. But we're continuing on. Phase two of something that phase two of something. Hey, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, hey, we had another super chat come in. Jesse says instead of using soft lines on top of the tank, why don't you try glue PVC elbows curving to the tank? It may not look good, but it can be painted black or hidden. That is a great suggestion. That actually is a great suggestion. And like I said, hindsight's 2020, and I wouldn't worry about painting it because black PVC and black, PVC elbows are available online. You can use those and find those easily and put a little barb adapter on them and completely prevent this from happening. So yes, prevention is a hell of a thing that you tend to think about more after the fact. But that is definitely something that I could do in the future. But I appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate the comment. Now, one thing I want to make sure I mention is going to be dehumidifier, guys. This was what changed the game. It's what changed the game. Now, unfortunately, it changed my wallet, set me back a couple $100. This was the cheapest one I could find locally without getting something shipped, and I didn't have time. So I attacked the carpet underneath. I attacked it on top with the fans, and all of that evaporation I'm attacking with this guy. And he has been doing hell of a job sucking stuff out of the air. Humidity in here is 35%. When I first started this, it was like 60 in here, and I've emptied this thing like 6 times already, and it just continues to pull moisture out of the air. So when I put this on, this is when things really started to dry up. They definitely started to dry up, and I think this was the final finale that I needed. So it's kind of where we're at. Now, as far as draining the tank, guys, all of the rock, I'm pretty much going to have to start over again. Now, luckily, the rock work, like I said in my aquascaping vid, I made it modular, meaning I can move it easy, and it worked out for me. So the water that was left, I drained in here, which is roughly about, 40-something gallons or so, into this 55-gallon brute. Picked up the skate and just threw it in here. I have not threw a heater and circulation pump, which I probably should do to try to, preserve any bacteria or anything. But at this point, I'm like, man, this build is secondary. My first priority is getting the house, and the floor and all that stuff together, and then I'll get back to this. So this is where we're at. We're looking at the scape in here, which stayed together. Stone Fix did the job. Definitely made it easy to pull out, and I'll be able to put this back in the tank, add the water back to the tank, mix up an extra 20 gallons of salt water, and start the cycle again, over again. Hey, what's up, Rico? I seen you slide in here. Rico slid past security somehow. He got to see nothing, hear nothing, say nothing, monkey faces. Somebody find that guy. You know what? I was wondering who this guy was walking past me. It was some little guy walking out of the building. He had some backwards cap on. And I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it was someone that was a little nervous about the challenge, or I don't know. But who knows, man? Who knows? But I'll tell you what. Hey, I'm not throwing in the towel. Not yet. Not yet. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, sir. Keep that in mind. But back to what we were saying. The goal at this point now is to start getting things ready to reboot. So I'm going to be, putting the fans up, putting the carpet back. I'm going to go get a shampoo and shampoo the carpet and let it all dry out. And then and only then am I going to slide this tank back and start adding stuff back to it. Now, the good news is with the bacteria that was actually on the rock and, starting to cycle, I have more of it. So whatever dies off, I'll just add more and we will start the cycle back up again. So, hey, did it set me back a couple weeks? Of course it did, but doesn't matter. The main thing is my tank survived. My stand is solid. This stand on this JBJ, man, I gotta tell you, these guys, they really did an awesome job. I was able to move this tank, slide it across any sign of me breaking anything. So it was definitely a great job with it. But hey, it's great. So I'm going to be able to move this back. I did have to take the rock out to kind of lessen the weight, you know, to make it easier to move. But I'll put this back in. One thing I am going to do, take advantage of this thing being moved, is I'm going to reconfigure the algae scrubber, because I had a lot of light bleed through on this thing. And what I'm going to do, since the tank is moved, is take some tape and tape off more of this opening to control some of the light spillage. So this is the last opportunity, hopefully the last opportunity I'm going to have. And, you know, as far as having to drain the tank. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Hey, trying to find a positive in this, right? So I'm going to tape this off and hopefully help out the light bleedage on the algae scrubber. So that's kind of where we're at. We got a bunch of questions that are unanswered. Will these radions work? Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. Hit the thumbs up for me if you're sending me good vibes for the radions. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button if you can. Hit the like button. Hopefully you guys' great energy is going to help out big time. It definitely is. It definitely is. All right. A 2-year challenge. It's been a 2-year challenge. Hey, Rico, relax. 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 You know what? You would have liked nothing better. You would have liked nothing better for me to bow out. You know, in the back of my mind, you was there whispering to me, CJ, throw in the towel, CJ. It ain't worth it. Just sell the tank, baby. Hey, don't worry about the challenge. It's okay to quit. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Hey, you know what? I heard that, then I woke up. I woke up and I had to start making moves, baby. I had to start making moves. All right? All right, let's see here. So that's kind of where we're at, guys. I just wanted to give you guys an update. You guys let me know. Should I leave this up? Should I leave this video up? I normally don't leave my live streams up, but you know what? This was a long story, and I just didn't feel like voiceovering and editing or anything like that. I did get some footage of me moving the tank and, you know, some of the things I did to break it down and all that stuff. But honestly, this is a story that just needs to be told in its entirety. And I think a live stream was the best medium to do this. And, you know, it's 32 minutes long. Hopefully it's straight to the point and it lets you guys know what's happening. So before we cut out, I am going to open it up for a few questions. I'm going to do my best to see the questions. If you ask something, you know, and I missed it, this is the time to ask it. And if you want to make sure I don't miss it, once again, make sure you guys take advantage of the super chat option so I don't miss your question. But go ahead and ask them if you got them. Yeah, everybody's saying keep it up. So yeah, I'll keep it up. But the bill's coming back. It will be back. It definitely is going to start up again here soon. I'm not giving up on the tank. I came close. I was frustrated. Like anyone else, I am human. And that shit happened at the wrong time. That's it. That's it. Let me see. Are you going to keep everything inside all in one moving forward? Woken, yeah. I'm going to not hook that UV Sterlizer back up. That UV Sterlizer is definitely not going back on there, at least in the capacity it was. If I did put it back on there, I may take advantage of some of the suggestions like my man said earlier, Jesse, that had the $20 super chat using black PVC and building an elbow and securing it more to the tank. I think trusting a plastic clamp was a big mistake, which I won't make again. Now, I'm not going to, and that's the irony of it. The UV Sterlizer wasn't even something I needed right now. And to be honest, it's not something I needed at all. But I did have plans on using it when I started adding livestock, right? But at this point, it was running for no reason. It was running for no reason, and it bit me in the ass, which is kind of aggravating. It's aggravating, but it's a lesson learned. But so I'm still going to hang on to it, but it's not going back on there in that capacity. Everything else is going to be in the tank except for the calcium reactor. Calcium reactor will be my next point of failure. So all-in-ones are meant to keep everything in the tank, to be honest, guys. Anytime you start dibbling and dabbling and adding things external, you're adding potential points of failure. So you got to understand that. I understood that, but I guess I should have planned a little better for it. I'm going to approach the calcium reactor a different way to hopefully try to prevent anything from like this happening. Maybe put that calcium reactor inside of a bin with a leak detector from the Apex, so that way maybe it can buy me some time if something leaked. It's something I can do, but you know, the problem is when you have devices that are external, they create siphon. So even if you killed it with a pump, you know, unless you had a solenoid or something, which is something else I can do, I can add a solenoid to the feed line to shut it off, maybe. You know, those are all things I can try to do. So, you know, making sure this doesn't happen again is important. Any other questions? Any other questions? Let's see. All right. Rico, you be all right? Put some water in there, give his tank away. My man. Hey, you gotta be all right back. Only with cores are huge. Yeah, I won't need the calcium reactor yet either. You're right. That's why I'm not in a hurry to get that thing going. You know, I definitely got to take some time and help recoup some funds I'm going to have to spend to, you know, get the carpet together. You know, this dehumidifier. All those are funds that may have been allocated towards the build. Now I have to, you know, recoup that money as well. So hey, appreciate those super chats. You guys are awesome. That definitely helps with the build. It helps with everything related to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. What's your mode setup? Are you talking about juice? I'm about to go dead. It's at 40 watts right now. My battery's going dead actually. Get my last pull before the battery dead. Yep, there it is. The battery just went dead. Let me hook this charger up. All right. But yeah, go ahead and I think there we go. Couldn't get the charger plugged in. Let me take a look here. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. David Jones, you missed a lot, man. You got to go back and watch it. You got to go back and watch it. Are you gonna change escape at all? No, Kurt. No reason to change escape. Nothing to change on the tank at all. I'm gonna drop that escape right back in the tank like it was. I did not have to break the escape up. I didn't have to modify it at all to get it out. The escape was modular. It was 4 pieces. It was one large piece that had the overhangs. There was a part that the overhangs were attaching to, and then there was the 2 accent pieces, one on this side, one on this side. Easy to grab and pull them out. They didn't fall apart. Stone Fix did the job and made it happen. So that's it. But yeah, definitely an error of my doing, that's for sure. I mean, where you are, had a tank blow, seen once, everything went home, heard the overflow straight away. Wouldn't wish on anyone, yeah. Man, I only had 20 gallons hit the floor. I say only 20 gallons. 20 gallons is a lot of water, but I know there are tank events that have happened that have been way more than that. That is for sure. All right. But I think it's about time for us to cut on out of here, guys. Hey, we hit 200 likes. 200 likes, guys. That is awesome. You know, we had 200-something viewers in here. $35 in super chat as far as donations and questions asked and comments. Tons and tons of love. I tell you what, the energy has been felt, guys. The energy has been felt. I'm going to channel this energy, and I'm going to get this tank moved, and we're going to get water back in it, and we're going to continue the build. So episode 7 is going to be getting this tank back rolling, and then we're going to keep it moving, baby. So, hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys keep doing what y'all do. Y'all be easy, and I will catch you guys the next